What do a kindergartner's art project and the murder of a 13-year-old girl have in common? Today, we're going to be talking about glitter as forensic evidence.
One type of evidence that is often used to solve criminal cases is something called trace evidence, which is gathered through what's called contact tracing. This evidence functions under something called Lockhart's principle. Lockhart's principle states that with contact between any two items, there will be an exchange of microscopic material.
Forensic labs use trace evidence to prove that a criminal came into contact with a person, place, or thing that connects to the crime at hand. When talking about trace evidence, there are 7 different criteria we consider to determine how valuable it is. The 7 qualifications for good trace evidence are:
1. Nearly invisible. 2. High probability of transfer and retention. 3. Highly individualistic. 4. Easily collected, separated, and concentrated. 5. Useful in very small amounts. 6. Searchable via a computerized database. 7. Will survive most elemental insults.
So now that we know what makes good trace evidence, does glitter qualify? Let's take a look.
First up, nearly invisible. Yes, we don't typically see actual glitter particles, we just see the light they reflect. Second, high probability of transfer and retention. Yep, glitter is light and small and it sticks easily. Third, highly individualistic. Completely, glitter can be characterized by color, size, shape, thickness, defects in cutting, how it was used, holographic qualities, and multiple other, even more specific measurements, allowing it to be sorted into highly specific subclasses. Fourth, easily collected, separated, and concentrated. Yes, again, only a bright light source like a flashlight is needed to find glitter, and only a sticky surface like tape is needed to pick it up. Fifth, useful in very small amounts. Yep, only a single particle that matches the crime scene is really needed, though more than one makes for more compelling evidence. Sixth, searchable via a computerized database. Definitely, all the different properties I mentioned could be easily tracked and entered into a database, allowing the rarity of glitter-based evidence to be more easily determined over time. Lastly, will survive most elemental insults. Yes, as most people know, glitter is notoriously hard to get off of things, and has been found at crime scenes weeks and even years after the crime took place. All of this means that glitter scores a perfect 7 out of 7, making it one of the most highly valuable forms of trace evidence.
How about a quick case study to finish things off? Let's go back to that homicide case I mentioned at the beginning.
In May of 2001, 21-year-old Travis Glass was arrested for the kidnapping and murder of 13-year-old Stephanie Wilkins.
Among other pieces of evidence found in Glass's car, home, and on his person were particles of glitter.
One of the most notable characteristics used to identify the different glitter particles as being the same was a matching anomaly they all had around the edges, indicating that they all came from the same cutter.
Glass was found guilty of Stephanie's murder and sentenced to death on February 25, 2003.
Now that we know how powerful glitter is as evidence, next time you're up to something sneaky, make sure you don't get caught glitter-handed.